Welcome to the Flute Center of New York.
Hey guys! So those lovely people that you just saw are the awesome team that makes up the Flute Center of New York. We are so proud to announce that I have signed on to be an official partner of the Flute Center of New York. We are bringing you guys monthly flute review videos right here on this channel. We are already one video into the contract. The second video is coming out really soon, next week. Now, some of you guys might be thinking, well, what's so great about this? Great, you got a sponsor, so what? Here's the thing, I do not have access by myself to all the flutes out there. I have gotten countless requests from you guys from the first flute review video I made from ages and ages ago on my Yamaha and Jupiter student model flutes. Those student models are actually really old now, and I just made that flute review video for fun. But since then, so many people have asked me for other flute review videos, but the thing is, it is so expensive to try and go out and rent flutes by yourself just to review them on camera. That is a lot of extra money that I don't have to spend. In comes the Flute Center of New York, and the Flute Center of New York is known to have pretty much every model of every reputable brand in stock. Basically, the Flute Center of New York is the Ollivander's wand shop of the flute world, and I've known this for a really long time. Back a couple months ago, the Flute Center of New York emailed me with the invitation to join their ClubFCNY. The Flute Center of New York will ship you a bunch of flutes, and then you get your students to try them all, and then you earn a commission on whichever flute your student ends up buying. So it's a really great way to give back to teachers. Most of the time teachers do this for free. This is a very new program, and I think it's wonderful because it's actually a lot of unpaid hours of work that you put into finding a really good flute for your students. Along with this invitation to join the ClubFCNY, they made a proposal to sponsor a flute review video on my channel. I still cannot believe that they were the ones who proposed this idea, because to me, they are still the flute gods. They wanted to extend this idea of the ClubFCNY to you guys, my subscribers. So essentially, you guys are my students. You guys can use my code. They gave me a code. Oh my gosh, I feel so official. JAF, obviously standing for Just Another Flutist. And this code will get you guys lots of perks. Free domestic shipping within the US, an extended 10-day trial, usually it's only 7 days, an extended 18-month warranty on all new flutes, and trials for up to 3 instruments at a time. Now, you might have noticed that I said instruments. This is true. The Flute Center of New York does not only sell your normal C flute, they sell the entire range from piccolo, alto flute, bass flute, blah blah blah. They may also include a bonus gift when you buy your flute, just saying. 2 packages ago, I have one package sitting here waiting to be reviewed for you guys, but 2 packages ago, they randomly gave me this, a Flute Center of New York polishing cloth, and they gave me Flute Center of New York pens and pencils. More pencils than pens, because, we're musicians. So for the first FCNY sponsored flute review video on this channel, we were just kind of trying it out to see if it works, and we found that it did 3 amazing things. 1, the Flute Center of New York was able to reach a lot of you that they previously have not been able to reach. So a lot of you guys Googled flute things and randomly found me. And the Flute Center of New York is trying to reach you guys to help you guys find the best flute within your price range. Through these videos, they have been able to do that. Number 2, yes, as I have explained, I do earn a commission on any flute that is purchased through the Flute Center of New York using my code JAF. It is more than enough for me to not be so broke anymore. So the Flute Center of New York basically just gave me a job, and it is amazing. I get to review flutes on camera at home for you guys. They just magically send me packages of any flute that I asked them for. And of course, number 3, most importantly, I was so happy that you guys get a bunch of really great perks. While some of you may be wondering why there is no actual discount on the Flute, that is because the Flute Center of New York is a dealer. They're not the actual manufacturers of the flutes. The free shipping part alone will save you guys so much money. You guys don't want to know how much shipping can cost for a flute. All right, so now let's say you do want to try a flute or buy a flute. If you want to try a flute, you need to email or phone them and give them the JAF code, literally verbally or written in an email. Let them know that you are my subscriber and that you are using my code, then you will get all of the perks. If you don't do that, they will not know that you are one of my subscribers and that you should be getting those perks. You need to tell them. And then they will work it out with you which flutes you want to try. They'll send it over to you. It's really great. When you send back flutes, they actually include a prepaid shipping label to send it back to them. So you don't have to worry about shipping at all. Or if you want to just buy a flute straight off of their website, be sure to use my code JAF in the little coupon code section at the end when you check out. And now just a few quick tips for those of you who have not seen my Flute Center of New York sponsored posts. When you are trying flutes, be sure to take off especially your rings or any super dangly jewelry that might scratch the flute. Never use the polishing cloth, the swabbing cloth, or the cleaning rod that comes with each new flute that you try, because if you do that, the Flute Center of New York can definitely tell and they have to replace it, because you cannot sell someone's saliva to someone else. Just remember that each flutist plays each flute differently. Just like in Harry Potter, just as the wand chooses the wizard, so the flute chooses the flutist. With these monthly flute review videos, I will be giving my insight and my perspective on which flutes would work better for which type of flutist. And that is it, guys. We are so excited to keep going with this wonderful partnership. Let us know if there are any flutes, piccolos, alto flutes, etc., that you would want us to review. Leave it in the comments below. The Flute Center of New York does read your comments, and of course I am also reading your comments as well. I actually have a growing list of brands and models that you guys have already been requesting in my notes, so I am really excited to tick off every little thing in that list. So that is that. Make sure you follow the Flute Center of New York on their Facebook page. I believe they have Instagram and Twitter, so follow them. They always post beautiful photos of flutes. Like, it's just If you like this announcement and want to share it with people, please do so. That would mean the world to us. Like this video, share it on your social media, let people know that we are doing these flute review videos and they can request pretty much anything they want. And you can also follow me on my social media networks, which are down there to catch me during the week. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Testing, 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 testing again, yet again. Testing from another angle, another angle. Chris, I'm finally using your new lens, or that is, it is a new lens to me, but it is an old lens for you. Yeah, I'm using your lens. I quite like it, except that it really reveals all of the acne that is going on. I just got back about a week ago. Prior to that, I was in Vancouver, Canada for 3 weeks, and I was eating a lot of things that I probably should not have been eating, and so, you know, this happened. Yes, and then I'm using a lens that is showing it all off. Yes, beautiful.